Welcome to this online lecture series on linked list, and today we'll be coding the function called r_equal which checks if two linked lists are equal. We're going to use this code of node which consists of one integer value, one pointer to the next node, and this basic constructor, and that is all that we will need for now. And let's just get started with understanding what we are going to do for this question. So the question given to us is given linked list 1, and linked list 2, check if they are both of the same length. Notice that we are not right now checking if they are both equal linked lists. We are just checking if their length is equal. So let's call this function as r equal length. Alright, and we are going to pass these linked lists. Now the question is, how do we pass linked list to a given function? Well, you can only pass the head pointer. So the head pointer points to the first node and is of type node star. So what this head pointer does is that it points to the first node, and we can actually take this node pointer and move to the next node. Let's say we have the reference to the first node. How can we move to the next node? Well, using the next pointer of this node. So that's what we are going to do. If we have the head pointer, we can just move to the next node using head next, and that gives us the next node. Notice that you cannot move in the other direction because we do not have a previous pointer, because we are assuming a singly linked list. There is a version of linked list known as a doubly linked list which can traverse in both directions. However, it uses extra space per node for a new pointer known as previous. So let's just go ahead for singly linked list and discuss how we will see if two given linked lists are equal in length recursively. So what the thing that we are going to do is, well, if one of the linked lists is null and the other is not, then we know that the answer is very well that they are not equal, so we will return false. Okay, and if both of them are null, we know that the answer is true. Both of them have the same length, which is 0. But what if both of them are not null? So this is not null and this is not null as well. Well, what we can do in this case is get the solution from recursion, because we do not know right now if they are equal, but we know that removing one node from both of them will result in the same problem, same sub problem. So let's say one of the given linked list of length 4 and the other is of length 5. So initially we do not know the lengths, we only have the heads, but we can easily remove the head and give the rest of the linked list to the recursion. We do not know anything about lengths, but we can easily remove the head and reduce the linked list length by 1. So the next call becomes on the linked list that starts from the second node after the head, and these are one node short, definitely, because we have removed just one node, which was the head of the given linked list. If this process continues, we are going to reach a point where one of the node or both of the nodes will become null. So when that happens, one of our base cases is hit, either this one or this one. So let's see which base case is being hit in this case. So the base case being hit in this case is that one is null while the other is not. So since that has happened, we know that both lists were not equal. So since you have understood the basic of this, so let's go ahead and code this out. So what we're going to do is we just create this function called bool r equal length, and what we do is we take two nodes, head 1 and node star head 2. Now let's code out the base cases. If head 1 is null and head 2 is also null, we know that our answer is true. Else, well, if head 1 is null and head 2 is non-null, we know that our answer is going to be false. In the other case, if head 1 is not null and head 2 is null, we have to return false again. And in the last case, when both of them are not null, we need to call a recursion. So we will say recursive answer bool recursive answer is actually equal to r equal length head 1's next and head 2's next. If they are equal, well, the answer is going to be true, and if they are not, it is going to be false. This we can leave in the hands of recursion because we have returned the base case and we are doing some work. What is the work that we are doing? Well, we are just checking if they are equal in the recursive answer. If they are, well, let's just return true, and if they aren't, let's just return false. So the answer is actually going to be the same as the recursive answer. So let's just go ahead and return the recursive answer, and that is the basic code of a recursive solution to r equal length. So let's just go ahead and try to see if this code works. So let's just create a new linked list and we'll see whether whether this code works or not. So let's just go ahead and create a new head, and it's gonna be a new node with value 1, and let's just add to this one some new node, and let's just create a different node here, and that's gonna be a node like this. So currently you can see both of them have unequal lengths. So let's just go ahead and call this function right now. So it's called r equal length, and let's just print the output of this, right? So it's either going to be 0 or 1, either true or false. So let's just put both of these heads here, and we'll see whether the answer is what we expect it to be or not. So let's just go ahead and compile this out. And well, it compiles. So let me just increase the size of this terminal, and since it has compiled, let's just see what the output is. So they are unequal, so let's just remove one of the nodes here, or maybe let's just add one other node to the second linked list. And what we're gonna do is add this to the linked list, and let's just recompile and run. So they are both now equal. So you can see how we coded out this recursive solution. And in the next video, we will discuss about iterative solutions to problems regarding linked list. We will code together a solution to reversing a linked list iteratively, and then we'll move on to the tasks that you have for the linked list. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.